Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Ripples of Wave, and I'm Silver Ripple Rider. How you doing? And we have Buckshot is in the house. It's really cold out there. Everybody's freezing, and Buck is here with to basically serve up the chicken soup for you guys. And I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy the show today. And let's just see where this takes us. Buck jumped on here, and I said to him, "Hey, Buck, silver is at 115," and then he says it went up higher, but then I think that it also came down a little bit. But that's still a good number, Buck.
Yes, it is, and that gives me some hope. And because as most of the people that I know and that know me know, I got laid off on Thursday. Signed on to work, and about an hour into the job, my manager's like, "Oh, you got time for a quick meeting?" So I'm like, "Sure, let's go." And then when I jumped on, it was him and the HR lady. So there we go.
Oh,
Um, so it is what it is. I'm just glad I'm in my right frame of mind where I'm at now, with recovery and everything, because and my spirituality, right? Because I know back in the day I would have been more worried and concerned, and at the moment, no, it's still fresh, and I got about a two month buffer. Um, of severance to rely on, but that 2 months goes quick. So I am happy that I have made the investment in silver, and I know we were talking about it before the show started, and I'm grateful to the for the people that I've watched and that told me the information and said, this might be a good investment, and right now it is looking pretty good for me, and I hope for
yeah.
everyone else as well.
Yeah, you guys, if and I know that Buck doesn't want me to say this, so I want to say this right up front. If anybody wants to buy Buck a cup of coffee, you just go to Ripple of Waves, and it's under Buy Me a Cup of Coffee, Ripples of Waves, and I will make sure that Buck gets this because all those cups of coffee does add up, but he doesn't need it right now. But I know what it's like. I have when they let me go from one of my jobs, I was a consultant in the company was in downtown Chicago. Never been to the building before because they send you out in the field and start doing all this work. And the big guy calls me up and says, "Come on down." And I said, "Wow, I've never even been there." He goes, "I'll show you around." And he shows me around and showing me coffee with the coffee area and all this other stuff. Calls me in the office and says, "We got to let you go." Just like that. That's what they
Yeah.
do. They kind of, I don't know what they think, they're softening the blow or whatever, but Buck, on some spiritual level, you must have known something. There was a little inkling.
I did, and it's funny too because I watched Jenny Lee, and that was one of the questions I asked her because with all the technology that's coming out, we got wireless communications now. I got the T-Mobile wireless box. You have Starlink. Fiber optic is eventually going to be obsolete, and I kind of knew that. Um, but it's always that change that what if, right? Because I did have it kind of made. I worked from home. I kind of worked at my own pace. I never called out sick because how can you call out sick when you work from home? Right. So
Right.
I'm always reliable, and that's always been, dedicated. But we know that nowadays that doesn't go too far. It's all about how much money they can save, and I was making good money, so I was the easy chopping block. But I can at
Yeah.
least say I didn't get fired because of my lack of work ethic or alcohol and drug use. It was just, you know, so my manager did say, if I need a reference, just to give him a heads up, and he'll more than happy to give me a reference if I need one. So
Okay. There's a suggestion out there from Charlene321. How you doing, sweetheart? And she says, "Get my cards." Well, we could kind of do that. I do have Kristen Lee coming on. I think it's tentative right now, but she's not going to do any readings of any cards. I could use my intuition. Let me tell you, when Buck told me this last night, I knew he was going to be okay because there's another place, another position that Spirit has for him, and he may not be able to see it around the bend just yet. But I mean, there's a lot of factors that have been building up to it, if you will.
yeah.
The hours that he worked, he was working his ass off. There's a lot of things, and finally, he's such a good soul that they say, okay, we're just going to give you a little bit of a break here, a little bit of space. And then that's you just have to put it and have the faith out there and the connection. So Buck is announcing this, and he will probably find something, soon. I'm guessing like within 30 days, Buck, you'll get an offer on something. And if you don't, I would love to have you here as much as you want to come back.
Well, I got time on my hand. I got nothing but time at the moment. All right.
Yeah, yeah, and so yeah, the silver is doing really good, and I'm working. Like I said, I've got all these things, and I just need people to commit to it. If anybody ever watches SGT report, his name is Sean. He's all over Rumble. He's been around forever. And guess what he's talking about? So, when everybody was jumping on the Bitcoin and all those other things out there, now he's cashing that all in and he's moving to the silver. He's buying it at about $80, where and I just asked Buck this question before we went live. I said, how did we know? I know that I had Destined Deplorable, but where did we first hear 6 or 7 years ago when it was like at $15, $17? How did we know? Or like, who was it? And Buck, what was your answer to me?
For me, it was Jason Q because because I was too busy partying at that time. Right. I didn't really get too much into the whole like let me like after 2020 was when I was like, wait, something's not right, and let me start studying and digging, right? And Jason Q had showed documentation that we're going to go back to um, using precious metals as currency, and not only that, but also Trump was going to use it as a strategic metal, right? So then I started, then of course you watch everyone else, and then Dr. Kurt Elliott, who was on Michael Jaco's show, I wanted to call on them. Now they dealt with more of the IRAs of 401ks, which I didn't have because after I got let go from MCI WorldCom, my 401k got kaput, right? And they didn't start another one. But they were very helpful for me in telling me I should get into junk silver, which is we all know isn't junk, right? And bullion. So that's what I started to do. And I got in 21. I got a few at $34, but then at $34, it started to drop. And I know mostly I started the cheapest was probably about $23 I was getting it at after spot price because I go to a local coin shop here, which they're the guys here. I know them for obviously since 2001, and they always charge me $2 to $3 over a spot, which is great. Come to find out, one of the guys has the same birthday as me, the exact same birthday, which is very hard. There's only two other people that I know have the same birthday as me, and it was Tom Numbers and another girl that used to be in the chat, but I haven't in another show, but I haven't seen her in a while. But so yeah, it was kind of cool to have him have, and I have because I was like maybe it will go to 100 before my birthday. And he's like, "Oh, when's your birthday?" I said, "February." He's like, "February what?" February 15th. So and here we are, right? It's
Yeah.
January 26th, and it was a 111 the last I checked, but it was up to 116 earlier.
Yeah, it was up to 116, and that's what they were posting out on. I think it was X here, if I'm not mistaken. This is coming from Gunther, but it's just regurgitated over and over again. Just in, silver reaches an all-time high of 115. It probably did go up to 116. Now I'm trying to understand what's going on globally, not just in the United States. This is affecting the world out there. So we're gonna, you'll be hearing about this in many of the shows that we do, and I'm going to be doing more of my research. Now, I did reach out to Destin Deplorable, and I did ask her because it was her husband that sold it to me. And the way he presented it to me was, this is a if you want to hold on to something very long term, it's not going to make you a lot of money and it's going to take a while. And I just knew in my gut, all right, I've got to buy this. And it's so funny because me and my husband were having this discussion, and I could have sworn, and he says I'm wrong, that said that he told me, no, don't buy what you're going to buy. And I don't remember. So he's got a different version of it. And all of a sudden he's just like, let's take it out and look at it because we've had it in our safe. And so, he's just sitting there and he's admiring it and stuff like that. And, he's doing the math. I could tell he's doing the math. Yeah. So,
Yeah, because
anyways,
yeah, because
go ahead.
I finally had the ability to actually count what my inventory. Um, so yeah, if anything, it's not a lot, but it's a buffer, right, to hold me over in case it happens to go longer. But like I said, I'm not worried about that at the moment. I know things
Yeah.
will always work out. Positivity is always the answer for me, and
Yeah.
so we're in
Well,
good hands.
yesterday I asked a question on the show. Where did people think it was going to go? Some people said it might go higher than gold. Now, Dustin Deplorable said it can go anywhere between $300 to $500, possibly twice by July ish, is what she put in there. And she said we need to watch the major banks to see how much they're getting to offset their shorts because that's very important. And she says she thinks it's definitely going to go over 1,000 before it comes back down and settles around 400. So we actually do have to watch this. It's going to go like this,
Mhm.
and everybody just sit there and be patient. We were this much patient back in 2020 or 2019 when we first started to hear about this, and it's just been sitting there dormant, if you will. But it's going to be really good in the long run. So, everybody's telling the stories out there that they had people saying, "Why the heck are you putting all that money into it?" Now they're like, "How did you know?" And that was where I opened it up to Buck. Who were we listening to? And his was Jason Q. And for me, it probably was also because I was so honed into Jason Q, especially when he went on Charlie's show or whoever. He didn't do a lot of different shows,
No.
but I always made sure that I was following him at that time. So, with that said, we're going to get back to talking about the silver. There's some other things. We're going to talk a little bit about the weather because it's brutal out there, Buck.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was been cold, because obviously I'm in the mountains, so it snows. I've been down here 11 years. It snowed maybe this was 5 times, but we didn't have snow. It first was like rain. It was like freezing raindrops, like small little ones. And then it never snowed. It was just like mostly freezing rain that accumulated over time, and we had about 3 to 4 inches. I would say maybe 2 inches. I'd say. But it was all ice. But surprisingly, I mean, if I turn my laptop over, you can see it's almost melted.
Oh yeah, doesn't yeah, I can
So
see the grass.
it's like 40. So it's like 40 degrees today. So it's. I drove out this morning. I cleaned off the cars, of course, right, and so I drove around. There wasn't that many. You don't have plows over here, so but the roads weren't bad, surprisingly. And I'm sure it's mostly melted now because I went out a few minutes ago to check out the front because they don't plow in my cul-de-sac here, and the street was melted. All the ice is gone. So
So if
honestly,
looking at this map right here, you're where it's in
I'm
that
the yellow.
blue
I'm that blue between the blue and yellow.
right here where it's
South Carolina
gray.
and Georgia. Yeah, I'm like that yellow is some of South Carolina, and the blue that's
Yeah.
Georgia over there. But it's a mixture because we're in like the northwest part of the South Carolina. So we're like
Okay.
in between Georgia and North Carolina. We're close. I'm like an hour south of Asheville.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm down by the Florida Panhandle area. There, it's 41 degrees. It got cold. It gets cold at night, and then it bounces back up. And it's so sunny here today. I love it. I had these curtains opened up, and I couldn't see anything in front of me. It was so bright, so that's why I closed them up. But
Uh,
we got sunny conditions, and they did say there was supposed to have been a tornado come through here yesterday. Thank God it didn't.
Yeah, well,
Somewhere.
looking at that map right there, I'm that gray area between North Carolina and Georgia. So
That's
I'm
what
not.
I thought.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
like closer to that top west corner of the state, northwest part of it.
Okay.
So
So
that's how.
that
Yeah,
up here, like
yeah,
underneath the six.
yeah. I'm underneath the blue and like next to the yellow over there.
Okay. Yeah. So you know what? I'm just watching all across the country. So there was 800,000 people without power, and thousands without power now. That
Yeah.
Simpson video that I showed did talk about frozen buildings, no power, internet. I had problems with the internet. Buck knew this.
Mhm.
When I was setting up, it was just giving me this blue spinning thing, and somehow they got it straightened out. So I did want to also talk about. I don't want to go into a lot of political things, but if any of you people know who this is Ted Nugent. He was big back in my time, and I love the guy, but he just dropped a massive $100,000 to feed the starving ICE agent in Minneapolis because they're being harassed so bad they won't even let them into the local restaurants. But I thought that was really great. I love always giving a shout out when somebody does something really good. And let's see what else we have here. So speaking about the weather, Buck, should I just go to that video now?
Yeah, because they don't talk about that, because I don't know about you guys, but 2, 3 days before the snow was coming, we had them all. We had this. Let's just say that the sky was not cloudy until it was cloudy.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're saying there. So before we get started there, I just want to let everybody know at the top of my channel here, I'm asking people to join my Telegram channel. I now have one. It's called ROW. It stands for Ripples of Waves. And hopefully I'll be doing a lot more. I haven't mentioned it much, but I think Charlene was the first one out there to join it. I want to be able to do some things in the near future as soon as I figure out how to use it again. It's been a while. And so out there, I actually did put this video. It's chemical ice maggot, or how do you say that? Um,
I can't read it,
yeah. Let me just kind of blow this up here.
but I think I sent it to you, right? So
Yeah.
should
Let me just move. Whoop! I just hold on a second. I just need to grab.
chemical ice mageddon.
Yeah, I need to grab the actual video and not my whole screen here, the whole show. Okay. All right, so this is just, I got to skip over this here for a second. So let's pause this. Is this a YouTube thing? I can't do, I can speed up the sound and I can do it in bits.
Oh, they
Otherwise,
won't let you. I forgot they won't let you like replay it right without.
yeah. So I gotta kind of go, let's just try that.
Can you put closed captions on,
Yep.
and then we'll be able to read it instead of listening to it? So pretty much, this gentleman that I watched, Dane Wigington, I think his name is. I'm gonna go back and look it up because I forgot. Dan Wigington, yeah, Wigington, and he talks a lot. He talks a lot about the chems that they that is not condensation. Let's just say.
All right, let me see if I got the. I don't have it. I think I changed it. I probably had it on there. Where does it say? Oh, CCs. All right, let's see what we get. All right, so you guys are going to kind of read this at home, and it's unfortunate, but let's just hear it. So there's a massive storm, snow, ice, 1,300 miles, power outages, CNN News, Fox News, everybody is talking about it. Millions of historic outages. And it's artificial snowstorm that is happening in the chaos in Beijing. Isn't it weird, Paul? Buck,
Yep.
isn't it weird that it's happening there?
Well, no, not really, because that's where they start first, right? Because if you remember when China had the Winter Olympics there, they had artificial snow, right?
Yeah,
And people don't
yeah,
remember that China had to make artificial snow to create their Winter Olympics. So that's what this gentleman's showing is that he's showing reports, and this has nothing to do with the Olympics, but he's showing reports of China making snow, right? And this gentleman shows that there's a chemical that they can put in with water that actually can make it freeze instantly. So
all right, so I put the speed back to normal since we don't have the sound on, and maybe it'll slow it down. I don't have to read so fast. It says so. If you think the chemical ice nuke isn't. Think again. Chemical ice nucleation is one of the biggest weapons in the climate engineering aerosols. Let's see, and everyone truly trying to expose and hold the climate engineering operation. What chemical ice is it that they use? Is energy absorbing elements creating an energy absorbing reaction. This is a lab demonstration clearly shows the material absorbs profound effects in precipitation. And I think I've actually seen this before. So he's actually giving you all the data on it.
Yep, everything's documented, which is very important for me because you know, people can give their opinions, but opinions don't matter.
Right, right.
Proof is what matters to me.
So it just kind of looks like, all right, so then and then this is what we look up in the skies, and this is exactly what everybody sees and everybody's been complaining about, and it's just the dimming, right? He's calling it the dimming. And it's the geoengineerwatch.org to learn more about that. Okay, so let me just kind of stop that there and
I'll
get back.
post in the room
Yeah, yeah.
so they could watch it on their own time.
There you guys go. And if you want to go out, and I did put it out on my Telegram channel, just go in there. You have to use the link to subscribe to it, and the link is at the top of the page here. I guess Telegram has changed because I never used to have to tell people to use a link. They would just go in and add themselves to it, and apparently, I guess there was a lot of bad stuff that was happening out on Telegram, and they now say you got to use a link in order to get into these
Yeah,
into my channel.
it happened to me on that Zoom Saturday that I always have with the We Not Me family chat. Where mostly everybody they're like I had to put a passcode in where they never had to do it before, and and a lot of people that I know also got their accounts got locked. So there was a few people that I know that their Telegram accounts got locked, and they have to now try to get it, make an appeal, right, and unlock it. So something happened where a lot of things got messed up on the Telegram. So very strange.
Yeah. All right, so let's see here. Yeah, it is. So they're making a lot of changes. Every time I stop doing something for a while and I go back to it, they change it, they update a lot of stuff, and it always throws me. It throws me big time. So that was our big talk is obviously the weather, weather manipulation, and then also to I just hope that a lot of people are safe out there. If you know of anybody, if you're in an area where it's really really bad, please checking in on people. And there's a lot of people saying the power is going to be out for weeks in some places. I think it was Mississippi, several power lines in Rolling Forks in Hollinsdale, Mississippi, were completely covered in ice on Sunday. The weight of the ice caused multiple power poles to collapse. Thousands are without power in Mississippi. So, isn't that funny? It's all the way down in Mississippi that it
Yeah.
took it out because they weren't. That's not normal, Buck.
Nope, it's not normal down here. We don't even have we barely have any plows, snow plows, or salt trucks. Let's just say like I said, I've been here a pretty good amount of time, and we've had three that I know of three salt trucks overturned. So obviously, we know the salt truck drivers don't know how to drive in it. But yeah, it's they don't know how to deal with it because they're not used to it, right?
Exactly, exactly. And here I just want to show this here. This is Hollandale, Mississippi. This is crazy.
It's worse than what we
Um,
get. Yeah, we didn't get as
yeah,
bad. We lucked out where I was at. They called for a lot of ice, and we barely got that. Besides like the inch or two.
yeah. But you had some troubles last year.
Yes, with the hurricane, we were out of power for over a week. About
Yeah, yeah.
so maybe
Oh,
that's what saved us. They put in new poles and new lines, So
yeah. Let's see what we have out here. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of people just like they're not believing the whole idea of silver. Now all of a sudden they're starting to hear the rumbles. and the ripple waves, if you will, of silver. So now they're all going to get out there and start buying it. Go ahead, if you can find it, go for it. Just I say God bless to everybody on this kind of thing. Let's see what else here. I'm just going
Can't
to,
afford you can't afford bullion. Don't forget, 90% silver is just as important.
yeah, yeah. Definitely. I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to get educated on this now, and they're talking about this worldwide, where the monies are at. An SGT report. I'm hopefully going to get Destin Deplorable on here. I'm throwing her name out if she's listening to me, to get her committed, her and her husband, or just her husband, because her husband he's got a wealth of knowledge around the silver and the gold. Let's see what else we have going on here, Buck. What do you got stirring in your chicken soup pot? Anything?
Well, I usually don't make chicken soup because Princess is too spoiled to have chicken soup. It's too boring for her. So I usually my favorite soup is the zuppa why can't I say it right now? Zuppa Toscana.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Okay.
I made it once before and she loved it, but she doesn't remember because I don't make it often. But that's my favorite soup, the zuppa
Yeah.
Toscana.
We've got Ernie out there. Hey Ernie, how you doing? Platinum and copper. He's saying don't forget these. You're right, and I usually do mention them, but yeah, it's not just about the gold and the silver. The copper. Whoa, the copper is going to be just as big.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Go to the hardware store and buy some copper piping if you can have storage spaces.
If you want to know something, all the houses back in Chicago were really old, 60s, 70s, where a lot of them were built and stuff like that. And then people started robbing like abandoned buildings and stealing the copper out of them. Now, where I'm at, I come down south here and they're using this plastic stuff. It's blue. And when we exchanged a electric oven for a gas, and they were running this blue stuff, and I go, "What is that? Where's the copper?" And the guy looked at me like, "Where you been, lady?"
They don't use copper because of the sand and the salt water.
Yeah,
But meanwhile, nothing but mildew builds up in those PVC piping.
I know, I know,
You
I
know?
know, but it's
That's why
always one thing.
you'll have the filters and everything else like that can clean out the water, and especially with new technology coming out, it doesn't matter what the heck. Oop, oh yeah, see. Um, but yeah, they'll have the technology to clean up the waters eventually.
Yeah. Let's see what else I've got out here that I possibly planned out here. Oh, they got drones out there that are kind of doing the de-icing. Their robots and other high-tech equipment are being widely deployed across China to help ensure stable power supplies and production. We are going to be in such competition with China. I think we are now. So why is silver going up? If anybody knows about Nvidia, that is a place that is here in this country now, and their stocks are taking off. They're so overwhelmed. They are backed up. They're making the chips here in the United States, and that's part of it. And there's going to be a lot more. I'm trying to remember all the stuff and why silver is just taking off, but there's got to be enough of it,
But
right?
pretty much most of our technology is going to be built have silver in it. The new Samsung battery that they're going to come out with the cars that run on 600 miles on a full charge. It takes 9 minutes to charge. That takes 5 grams of silver just in one battery. So between that, I'm sure there'll be some solar panels that require silver. The phones that but it's mostly going to be these AI these plants that they're building, right? These what do they call? What are they starting to call them now? Um, where Trump's talking about they're going to have their own electrical power and they're going to be able to supply some of the neighborhoods with power themselves. They're going to have their own energy source, pretty much. Um, so to me, that's going to be like more like free energy type stuff. Where if these buildings are able to supply some of the local housing with energy, why do we need bills for? And that's the other thing too. We have with some LED lights. They're cheaper to run, but why is the monthly payment still going higher? And we all
Yeah,
and then you find out that the LED lights are no good for us. They're really bad for our system, right? The data centers, yes. Thank you, Colleen. Data centers.
I know. Colleen is so good with that. Thank you, sweetheart. She's listening to us going, sounds like. All right, Buck. I usually try to stay away from a lot of negativity, but this woman right here, is she's out on X and she is saying the nastiest things. Everybody's attacking Trump, and I think there's a lot of bots out there that are actually doing that because of what's actually happening in Minneapolis right now. But this woman says that they're going to start going door to door to see if you voted for Trump, and they're going to hurt you. It's this kind of madness that's out there. And Buck, did they get one too many things in the arm? What's going on?
Maybe because I mean the problem is like this. I think we live in two different worlds because some people see things differently than I do, um and a lot of a lot of people that are like they just I don't get it. If you just mind your own business, things would be work out. But some people got to get in there, got to get in everyone else's business and think they're. Listen, I can understand protesting is like a First Amendment right, but when has protesting ever done anything? It's never really, to me, never done it. It's the politicians are the ones sitting out here laughing while everybody's fighting on Facebook, giving their opinions, which their opinions, to be honest, really don't fucking matter. Excuse my language, but they don't unless you're doing something about it. And protesting in the street ain't going to resolve any issues. The problem is the people that are running the country don't give a shit. And they're laughing at us while we're fighting over Scrabbles and over something that is. I kind of at a loss for words because there's two sides to every story, right? You have all these illegals that get away with killing innocent people and nobody bats an eye. Then you have ICE who's trying to arrest these pedophiles and criminals, and maybe some of them aren't, but the majority are. And people are fighting them for trying to get these criminals out of here. And if you don't think they're criminals, then become a cop yourself. But being in
Yeah.
the street protesting is not going to really fix anything because people the system is what's broken, and until you fix the system, nothing's going to change. So they're
Yeah, like
fighting the system that's broken.
my husband says you can go out and protest. They've been doing this since the 60s, right? When they
Yeah.
started with against the wars and stuff. It's peaceful protest. You show up with a loaded gun, and they see this, and you come to the fight with, I don't know, I don't know all the stories because I don't watch it. Artie's out there saying TV is the VD of the brain. It's the issues with these people, yeah, and somewhere along the way, Bucks, there's brainwashing that was done. I'm so convinced of it. Where was it done? How did it get done? And I'm glad that I wasn't a part of it, honestly.
I mean, because
Let's
then you have the people. Oh well, he has the right to carry. Yes, but if you ever took the course on lawful carry, you got to notify an officer you're armed for one, right? Because what happens when you get pulled over? The first thing you say is, "Officer, I'm armed." Right? I got a glove in the box or whatever it is. You don't resist arrest. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there, right? Everybody has videos. I also seen videos that are doctored, that are AI. You can't trust what you see. And like I said, they're we're falling right into the plan that the chaos that they've always wanted is what's happening, right? Because they want a civil war. They don't want us to go beyond the bullshit, and people are falling for it. They're trying to keep us in the matrix by fighting over something that ain't gonna really change anything. To me,
Everything
um,
is an illusion, Buck. Everything is an illusion. And I think those illusions are going to be breaking down. We're going to be moving into a time. I've always been saying the people that use their intuition can now see through all the bullshit. They could see a bullshitter, they could see a con artist, they can just see it right now. But if you've got all this other shit going on in your brain that you're obsessed with, you're not going to be able to see anything except that. And it's called tunnel vision. I truly do believe that. Let's see here. What else we have? I think it was Charlene 321 said, just had a thought. There she goes again, thinking, Buck. She says, while everyone is watching Silver and Ice, look here, not there, makes me wonder.
That very true, right? It's the magician. Look here, not there. Um, because that's all about this. That's what this is, a distraction. They want us distracted, and it's the same game plan all the freaking time. And some of us can see through it, and some of us are still stuck in the I'm right, my ego is I gotta be right and you're wrong and blah 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 blah, and nothing gets done because we're not in control until we start making people accountable. The politicians, nothing's gonna change.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Joe Rambo out there says, embrace the suck.
I mean, I mean, yeah, but don't hold on to that suck.
Yeah, yeah, I'm telling you. All right, so let's see who else we have. Patricia Sullivan, 5511, says, sure isn't the only thing it solves is getting you on a live pretty damn quickly these days. Yeah, everything is about, I don't know, getting on there. You know, one of my pet peeves out there is if there's somebody's in trouble and people will go and they pull out their camera and they're busy shooting it to all the social media. Why aren't they there helping? Why are they just standing there? And is it real? That's the next question. It's like, okay, is this real?
I
So
want
we have to
to
be able to think like that.
because that's the other thing, right? Wasn't it supposed to be like minus 15 degrees in Minnesota the other day, and these people are out there protesting like it's nothing?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's minus 15 degrees and it's going to feel like minus probably 30, and these people are out there protesting like it's like almost like is it really minus 15 degrees is one thing,
Well,
right?
yeah, it was because I had done a show yesterday. Terry B. I can't remember her last name. She was in the chat, and she actually called me after the show. Somehow she had my phone number, and it was a pleasant conversation. And I asked her those questions: was it really that cold, and why were they out there? She's north of all of it, so she's not really exposed to a lot of it. But she says pretty much. She's got family and friends that are seeing a lot of this, and it's just unbelievable, Buck.
Yeah, because I know if it was minus 50 degrees, I wouldn't be out there. I mean, like I don't protest because I know nothing's going to change until you got to change it locally. For
Yeah,
me,
that's yeah. What is Patricia saying here? I think I just saw this. Is you didn't know what is real? Believe your eyes, not the lies.
yeah,
Programming, yeah, definitely lots of programming. Yeah, that's why a lot of people don't even bother, listening to stuff that's out there. But yeah, it's one. Arnie is saying one crisis actor, two a movie, three distractions. And then, if people like me that don't have a lot to do during the day and I'm retired, I'll pay attention to some of it. And then all of a sudden, it's just like it drains you. It's almost like energy is almost like a vampire. And I'm like, I'm done. I'm getting drained just from watching this.
I mean, because like you said, distraction. All of a sudden, nobody's talking about the billions of dollars that they frauded out the taxpayers.
Yep.
Everybody's talking about the shooting.
And
Hmm.
Terry was saying that the people of Minnesota are extremely pissed
Yeah,
about that.
yeah,
And
and
nobody's
now
talking about it.
everyone's distracted because some guy had a carrot. And do we know if it wasn't planned or not?
Yeah, that's the other
Mm,
thing. It's the same questions that you're bringing up, I ask myself. Is this plan? Is this real? Is it fake? What are we supposed to be actually watching? So on and so forth.
You know
It's
what?
like,
There's a
is it
sucker
a
in every
movie?
bunch that falls for this stupid programming and says, "I'm going to make a difference, and I'm going to bring a gun with extra magazines to a peaceful protest." I,
Right.
I
And
don't
you
know.
know what? I hate to ask this, but are these all these people out there that they're actually showing? Are they like this one here? Now they're faking falling down and getting zapped and all this other stuff, and they've got all these tattoos. Are those real people, or is this part of? I I'm
or
old.
the Somali girl who had a stupid Band-Aid on there, and she's talking about this cop. Well, you shouldn't have. There's plenty of videos that show you spitting on the officers. I don't know.
Yeah, and then
That's
this whole thing, you want to know what gets my friends upset, the ones that I talk to after shows, is this woman right here. And everybody screams, she's been gone. She's been gone. Why are they still talking about her? Why are we not seeing anybody accountable for anything?
military's not going to show you the accountability.
Yes, they're not going to because they're playing out some shit themselves.
Yeah, let's just say when you go to military tribunals, that's not something they brag about. Okay.
And okay, let's set the record straight. A lot of people are saying, "Oh yeah, if you were part of the government, it was a military tribunal. If you're not part of the government and you were still, nefarious in your ways, I don't think that you go to a tribunal, from my understanding. And people are telling me I'm wrong on that.
Mm, I know for sure if you're in the military or part of the government, you're technically, um, but it also depends, I would think, on your what what charges you charge with. I don't know if human trafficking is because that's international, right? So that could be a part of military, but um, I do know that military and politicians, I believe, are uh, military,
Yeah,
especially
yeah,
for the traders.
SGT report just posted something 20 minutes ago. The physical silver isn't in a bubble. Our fiat dollar is, and that bubble is popping. So I believe that. I
Yep.
believe what we were told a long time ago, and could have been from Jason Q, was that the dollar was going to go away. And that's why everybody went to all these other certificates and everything else that they were buying up because they just didn't think that the dollar was going to go away. Now, me, on the other hand, I just thought that yeah, we'll have the gold and the silver backing the dollar. I never thought the dollar was going to go away completely. And that's the bubble. The bubble is like the housing bubble. You know, everybody's housing was just going up, 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 up. And at some point, it was supposed to burst, and it did. And look what happened in 2008. It was created by a certain administration. But the houses are still there. Our houses are still there, and it's taken a long time for people to like get back into a house, to buy a house, and we're at that point now. Now they're talking about the money, the fiat is going to be the bubble. What do you guys think?
For me, more than likely, yes. But I also believe that that Trump and the White Hats do have a plan to kind of smoothly transition us over. We also know that I don't believe any of these changes have really occurred that we want and are expecting because there's still cleanup to do. We can't, I'm at that stage, and I've always said this from the beginning. I'm the person that I'd rather be done right than take shortcuts and then having this come back and haunt us for not doing it, taking our time and doing it right and cleaning up everyone, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
if we start all these changes and there are some bad guys still out there that can convert with this financial changes that we are expecting, is anything really going to change? So I'm hoping it changes soon, obviously, because without any plans for the future at the moment with the job, right? You never know, but I'm kind of hoping, right, that well, not hoping. It would be nice if July 4th, 250th birthday of ours, we'll have something really to celebrate besides just our 250th anniversary. Hopefully, we'll be celebrating the free, the free, the freeness of humanity, where we can start our new generation into world peace.
Yeah, well, we do need this. What do you call this world? We just need peace. Individual humanitarian peace is a better thing to call it because, and giving back the power. Everybody needs to know their own power. That has just crumbled humanity. The people just either they're going to give themselves to the government or give it to something else, something outside of themselves, or they're basically going to be where all these people here in this chat are. They take their own spirituality as their own power, and they know thyself, right? And they basically practice it. Some just it's a knowing that they have. It's just we. You're right, Buck. I think by July, and even my last co-host said there's going to be a lot of things that are going to happen in July.
Yeah, because people need something to look forward to and have hope, right? That's why I like Shawshank Redemption when he talks about hope. And he says like hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, because no good thing ever dies. So
Right.
um, that movie I just love. I watch it all the time because at the end, right, we all know that what truth always prevails, right? Because he wound up getting out. The warden got busted along with the head guard, right?
It
And he
sounds
walked.
it sounds like what's happening right now.
We're gonna be walking through. We're crawling through a pile of shit right now, right? And but at the end of that tunnel, at the end of that shithole, is gonna be freeness of the deep state cabal strongholds that we've been under for so long, and the socialist system that we've been controlled under. It's the slave system.
Yeah. Definitely is. And you know what? I don't care the character that Trump is out there playing, whether you like it or not. He's getting things done. And I can't say that I truly appreciate his personality, but nobody knows what he is doing, when he is doing it, and why he is doing it until later on. Then they see it, and that came clear to my husband after time. And he would say, "Why does he have to talk that way?" I said, "Wait, this is bigger than what you think is going on." Just like everyone thinks that Trump wants to take away Greenland, right? It's for our own, and he doesn't say, "I want to buy it," or maybe he did. I'm not quite sure, but it's for the United States national security. Why can't people see that everything that is being done is for our own safety, and what is going to serve us all in the United States? But they're not seeing that. They're taking
It's
it as if he's an SOB. I don't know how else to say it.
it's like they say, it's tunnel vision. They can't see the bigger picture. They just see what's right in front of them. And and we all know Trump can act like an asshole. I mean, we have a person that you don't get that powerful and with money wise and rich without having an ego, right? And it rubs people the wrong way. And it rubs me the wrong way because I want, me, I want everyone to get. I hate people who are egotistical, but I know the role he's playing right now, and that's the difference. This is a movie, kind of, right? And he's playing his part to perfection, whether we like it or not, right? There's going to be characters in movies you're going to love and you're going to hate, but at the end of the day, what's what he's doing is right for humanity because he knows
Yeah,
more than we can ever know, and people don't see it that way, and that's
yeah,
okay. That's what they want to do, and if they want to put the blinders on and have their tunnel vision, I can't control it. I can All I can control is myself and my the way I react to it. But I'm not
that's
falling for
right.
the trap anymore.
That's right. Just give a couple more shout outs over there to Scott. Scott Pace is here. I have not seen Scott in a while. How you doing, Scott? Um,
Scott.
Was it Beachy Mama is out there? Says I love his personality. I kind of have the same. And that just basically, if you want to say it's more of a generational thing, I don't know if you could say that. It's just like he's basically saying how he feels about a lot of things. He's not hiding nothing, and it's not to be mean or anything. Just like when he was telling that one reporter on his plane, "Quiet, piggy."
It's the New Yorker thing, right? The thing is too is when you got to deal with the bullshit that he got to put up with those fake people pretending they're journalists, right? And
Yeah,
reporters asking the most stupidest questions all the darn time. and then do nothing but talk shit about you, yeah, you could have a little bit of an attitude.
Yeah.
You
Sorry to
know,
put that across your face. I don't know why this is so big today. I have no idea. Just yeah, it's just covering you up there. All right. And Charlene 321 says there's a lot more to Greenland, and you better believe it. There is a lot more, and obviously it is. It's been explained time and time again that Russia and China will ever can want to come and just destroy us. They can do that by coming through Greenland, and it's just we had it at one time and we gave it away, and he's taken back everything that was given away. So and it was all put in place for a particular reason, and people don't. They can't.
no,
There's no common sense. That's all I
it
could
was it
say.
was all it was all it's all designed to destroy America from within, and the people can't see that we've never been free, we never been a constitutional republic. The judges are the rule. The unfortunately the rulers of this world, and we all know majority of the judges are darn corrupted. And the problem is that once you control the Supreme Court, you control America, and that's why we all know Justice Roberts, where what island he was at. 'Cause there's plenty
Yeah.
of pictures of him on it. So once they put Roberts in the Supreme Court leadership, I mean, we all know that the elections haven't been kosher either for the last, gosh, who knows how long. And
Yeah.
every time they did try to do something, they're just president happened to get shot or shot at.
Oh yeah.
Just a
Every time
coincidence.
Robert F. Kennedy, John F. Kennedy,
Yeah,
uh, MLK.
Reagan.
Yeah.
He survived though, but they tried to kill him, and ever since he survived, he was under control after that. You
Yeah,
know,
that's it, even if you look at anybody that was a whistleblower, and there's YouTube videos out there, and they'll tell you they were basically telling you we don't need to have energy the way that it's set up. Energy should be free, and all of a sudden they're gone. It's just I find all that stuff out there. I love that stuff. Let's see here. And a lot of people said they just want to be able to hear the truth from the mainstream media. They're never going to hear it because of the conglomerates that own every social media outlet out there. So this is why a lot of people started their own channel and just speak their own mind. The major networks are hurting, but they buy up everything.
well,
Uh,
it's the generations. You still got the older folks that will live and die with the TV, and then you have our kind of generation where we were lucked out, right? Because we grew up in a mixture of both, right? But once Obama signed the Smith-Mundt Act, they totally changed media. I mean, they were never really good to begin with, but they were more open with the bull crap. Once he reversed that Smith-Mundt Act, and then but yeah, it's independent newscasters like Nick Sorta and Nick Shirley who go out to the local areas. It takes a 23-year-old to uncover massive fraud. I mean, thanks to Nick and David who exposed it. David doing all the research and Nick having the platform to put it out there. But that's just one little area, not even including the whole state and other states and the country. But what is it's like it brought back to when Geraldo first before he became famous, right? He had that he uncovered stuff that was going on in Staten Island with one of the facilities there where they would torture. It was supposed to be like a psych ward, and they were torturing whatever got Geraldo famous. That actually happened on Staten Island, and that's what it takes. It takes young people like Nick Shirley to expose and to have the platform to expose this crap. But the
well,
problem is,
Nick Shirley, he was like Charlie Kirk. I think it was somebody on the good side said we need a bunch of these young kids out there. They maybe groomed them. I don't know if that's the right word to use or not, but Nick Shirley just didn't pop up out of anywhere. He's been
no,
he's been around, but he popped up visually just as this kid with a sweatshirt on walking down just recording everybody. But he goes all the way back, and he basically would tell you that he started out finding out the truth the same time Charlie Kirk did, and
Yeah.
they've done things together. So I think it's brilliant how they have done this. I'm not saying that's bad. What I'm saying is I can see through it, and I see how they use these young kids is visual aids for people to pay attention to, because nobody's going to listen to some old guy. They're just not going to do it. No one's going to listen to the mainstream media. They're going to listen to these kids that are out in the streets, right?
Yep. And we gotta remember, this is not our plan; it's God's plan, right? He's just
Yeah,
using us and we all know good is going to triumph over evil, and they're not going to win. So, yeah,
yeah. Yeah, yeah. So let's see here. There's all right. The other thing too, and the reason why I'm kind of scrolling through the stuff over here on the screen here is that Hollywood has come out, and they've come out in full force, and just really makes me concerned why every actor out there, there's a lot that won't talk, and then there's a lot that will. So that means to tell me that we're getting really close to something. They are all kind of freaking out, and if I go back up here, not that it's I don't think they're going to do any damage, to be honest. But do you know who this girl is on the left? And this is what she looks like now. Hollywood did that to her. She was in a lot of different movies, and she's lost her mind. She's like the other one. I can't think of her name right now, but
yep,
Britney Spears. Britney,
yep,
she's like what they did to her, but what they did is they messed with her mind.
yeah, yep. They mess with your mind, and then they mentally and physically abuse you, and then after that, you just, and then you get on drugs, right? And then once you get drugs, you can get on drugs. You got sometimes you can get demons attached to you, right? Because your energy field is broken, right? And that's why you got to keep your high vibes up, so no demonics can enter your entity or your realm and show
Hmm.
more. And I should show the wall.
Yeah. I want to address Mary Jane. She keeps saying she's blocked on YouTube. I went out there and I actually did look for you, Mary Jane. I don't even have a moderator. I don't block anything, so I'm not quite sure. I just want to address it because she always comes out here and says this, that she has problems. But I did go out and I looked because this is a brand new channel. And like I said, I'm not big enough. I only got 400 people that are actually like paying attention to me on YouTube. But on Rumble, I've got many more, so I'm not sure where she's saying she's blocked on YouTube. So I'm sorry, sweetheart, I can't help you out, but I did try to look for you. All right, let's see what Charlene is saying over here. Oops, I can't click on that one here. Charlene has always got big statements. See, cover right up Buck's face. When I was growing up, all you needed was a TV and an antenna and a commercial paid the bills for advertising. Now you have to pay out the enormous amount to be programmed. Yeah,
I'm the headless
there,
man.
Buck, sitting back. Anything else you want to stir the pot with?
Um, I don't think so. I mean, I'm not cooking today. I cooked the other day. I made some nice penny vodka with some
Oh my
prosciutto
God, I
sausage.
actually bought some because you talked about it, Buck. Your ears must have been ringing.
I'll just tell
I
you how to
bought,
make. I'll show you how to make it, Janine.
I know, and it was really expensive because I bought the cheap stuff and it
Yeah,
was nasty. And I said, all right, I'm going to spend a few more dollars. And it was so good. I love that stuff that the couple nights later we made, we always make our own pizzas. I use that as my sauce for the
yeah.
pizzas.
Juliana
Oh
likes
my God,
it too.
delicious.
Yeah, the only thing that's pricey on the sauce is I get the prosciutto, right? But
Okay.
I get them to slice it on dial 11. I already know it's a big chunk, and then you dice it up and you throw it in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll give you I'll send you the recipe, and you can cook it yourself.
Yeah. Well, I did. I went on YouTube to look it up and to see how you make it and what's in there. You got a little bit of the what is it, whipping cream or half and half or whatever
Heavy
it is,
cream.
heavy
Well, okay,
cream.
I'll just tell you how I do it. Okay, very simple. You get an onion, you dice it up, right? You throw it in the pot, cut up garlic, but I use a stick of butter, and then I'll let it saute the onions and garlic in the butter. Then you throw in a diced can of tomatoes, the big can, and a crushed tomatoes. One small tomato paste. You throw in the heavy cream, a pint. Then you dice up the prosciutto. You throw that in. I also throw sausage in it. So I got all that in there, and then well, then after it's in there, I'll throw in the Parmesan cheese, right?
Mhm.
And then after that, I'll throw in maybe a shot of vodka sauce, a vodka, and that's pretty much all I put in it. But it comes out
Yeah.
so freaking good.
So where is your nationality? Obviously, is half Italian. Where? Because I never heard of vodka sauce, and I was telling it to my husband. He goes, he never heard of it. He's German. He
The-
came from Germany, but
My
yeah. And I said, I never heard of it.
well, my dad's father was German and Irish, which is why my last name is Harmon. But my dad's mom and my mom's side were Italian. So I'm like 75% Italian. But I start nobody in my family makes it. Nobody. So I started making it because I always liked the vodka pizza, vodka sauce on pizza. There used to be a brick oven place. They used to make the vodka sauce pie. And I was just one day I was like, I need to just make it myself. And now I'm the designated vodka sauce person. Every time the family gets together, um, my nephew tells me my nephew tells me I make the best vodka sauce out of the family. So um, I'm the designated cook.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when it all natural ingredients. Don't put any, don't buy it in the store like I did. But I wanted to try it, so then I said I'm going to make my own, and it was so good. What kind of vodka do you use? Top shelf or just any
I use
vodka?
Absolute, but I usually
Okay.
use Top Shelf. It's I had because I don't drink anymore, right? So I do have Grey Goose in there, and I have Absolute. But I
Yeah.
used the Absolute last time in case somebody wants to come over and have a drink, but nobody does. Nobody comes over.
Yeah. Same here. No one comes over, and when
Yeah,
they do, it's just like, oh shit, who's here?
yeah.
Why are they here?
I've had alcohol down there for over like 3 years. It's not even that's yeah.
Yeah. It says, how do you spell the name of the sauce? Not heard of it. This is coming from AO, and she's in New Zealand, and it's
Vodka,
yeah,
just like the alcohol, VODKA, and just sauce.
yeah,
And
and
it's
it
just
is so good.
yeah, it's very cream. The way I make it, it comes out very creamy, and it's just we've had it 3 days in a row. That's how much Juliana likes it.
Yeah. So somebody else is out there saying, I think it is C. Charville is saying, Buck, you need to start your own cooking podcast. We can do that with you here, and all you guys have to do is just let us know when you want to do it. But you make so you got your other specialty is the cannoli cream, right?
And oil cream, I made that the other day, and the carrot cake is the other one. Those are
Oh,
everyone tells me I gotta, that I let's just say if I had money, I'd probably open up a carrot cake because everybody tells me you should just sell your carrot cake, you know.
yeah.
But like everything else, I need money to open up a shop
Hmm.
because my kitchen is too darn small to do anything in it, which is probably why I haven't really done a podcast show cooking. It's just a small kitchen. I can't stand it. I need a kitchen with an island, something I could really like. There's a lot more things I'll be able to do if I had a real kitchen. Let's just say.
Oh my goodness, Charlene is out there saying that
Okay.
she's volunteering Buckshot to make the our 250th anniversary meal.
I could do that.
AO, who is from New Zealand, and I'm sure she has an accent, is saying, "Oh, Buck, it's vodka. It's your accent.
Oh, come on.
Forget about it."
Forget about it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad that I did try it because I remember trying it a long time ago, and it was really really bad. And probably
Colleen, the
because
vodka burns out. Colleen.
what did she say?
Oh, vodka, not for me.
Oh, you can't even taste it.
No,
It's
burns
just
right
like
out.
when you cook with wine, the alcohol burns out of it, and you're getting the residual of
Yep.
the grapes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, You cannot taste the vodka in it whatsoever. Let's see who else do we have out here? Did I miss anybody out here? I'll just put an island in my kitchen and love it. Yeah, you know what? My niece, she's doing really good. By the way, she's going through
Good.
dialysis now. She needs money coming in. She hasn't been working. She's been making cakes, and I'm not sure how she's getting the word around. Maybe social media in her area, but she's always baking, and I guess she's my mother, her grandmother was a great baker, and she used to spend a lot of time with her. So I'm glad that she was able to pick that up because it skipped me.
Oh, well, it happens, right?
Well, I was a career person. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't cook a lot, but I relied on my older sister and younger sister. And but I always brought I was one that would bring. I cut up a bunch of vegetables and I bring the vegetable tray. That was my contribution.
Yeah.
Yeah. And actually, my husband still to this day, 20 years later, are you going to make me lasagna? Come on, I want to try the lasagna. Oh.
Yeah, it's a pain, but it's doable.
Yeah. Speaking of that, how are your parents doing?
They're doing good. I spoke to them yesterday. They're more worried about me, obviously. But they're doing good.
Yeah, so I mean, do you have an idea what it is where you want to go, or are you just going to wait until things open up?
I'm gonna try around here for now. In the meantime, I wouldn't mind moving to Florida. I know Juliana and Amanda don't really prefer Florida, but yeah,
Hey, but with
wherever the universe takes me.
all the new industry that's coming to this country right now, oh my God, it's just unbelievable. Because I pay attention to the current administration and what's going up. There's going to be something out there for you. I feel so strongly about that. But it's just like anything else. It's going to be the latest technologies, and it doesn't mean you can't pick it up. Everything is taught to everybody, no matter what, especially at this point in time. You're going to be so much better off. I can't wait until you start to tell me that you bought your own house. I can't wait for that day.
Yep. Yeah, because Jenny told me that that like I said before, that she told me that yeah, I probably the job won't last, but I will find something that is kind of similar to what I was doing before. I'll be sitting at a desk, but it'll be. She said it would be more rewarding for me. So she's a good remote viewer, so I trust her and I trust the universe, and the universe always looks out, and it will put me where I'm meant to be. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Because I think that how long were you there with this job?
I don't. Well, I was with the new company almost 3 years. Well, 4 years. I was almost actually 2001 is May 21 is when I did new company. But I've been down here like 11 years. But I worked in the same company, right? My job didn't change, let's just say, in the 11 years since I've been here. Just the company's changed, right? But I was with this newer company almost 4 years. 21 May 21 is when I started. So I almost made 5 years with the newer company. So
Yeah. What is Jenny's last name here? She's a
Jenny
remote
Lee,
view.
Lee.
Jenny Lee.
Yeah.
I probably
Had
know.
Brad Olson. She did a show with Brad Olson the other day.
Okay.
Brad Olson, Laura Eisenhower, and Jean Charles, who's a super soldier. Who his show was pretty good the other day. He was talking about teleport. He was able to teleport when he was a kid. So he was telling a story about him being on the beach with his mom when he was like 4 years old. The next thing you know, he was gone. And so yeah, very very interesting show. But yeah, very Jenny Leah knows because Jenny did a remote view for her as well. But yeah, I do trust her, and she's straightforward, right? She's not one of those that sugarcoat anything, which is what
Yeah.
I like, right? She kind of reminds me of a New Yorker, where
Yeah.
we tell you how it is. We don't sugarcoat shit. We'll be honest and truthful with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
You only get that the further south you come. I mean, when you're up north, it's like they don't have time to sugarcoat anything.
yeah,
Down here, it's just like, God bless your heart, and all this
Yeah,
other shit.
yeah, they talk behind your back a little bit more down here, you know.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, and I had to learn that the hard way, being a consultant traveling all across the United States and going to different states. I did really well, like in Michigan. I went out to Boston one time, had a great time working out there. Boston's are straight shooters also, too.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we have out here. Okay, anybody have any questions for Buck or about anything out there that we've been talking about? Now's the time to ask. And let's see here. And I just want to wish everybody, if you are looking to invest in any silver right now, just make sure that you get the certificate and actually get the silver or the gold, whatever it might be, and hold that in your possession. Don't just let them sell you a piece of paper. A lot of people are saying that because that's what's happening right now. There's not until they start digging, right? I guess is the best way to look at that.
Well, they say if you don't hold it, you don't own it, right? So, but if you, it's just some people that can afford to put it in a vault, right, in one of those company vaults. But um, if that's what you can do, more power to you. If you got a storage unit, well, I wouldn't leave it in the storage unit, but I'm talking about maybe a bank storage vault. Because, but I still wouldn't have it in the bank. I think
Uh-uh.
they still got all your information backed up. I believe anyway. It's just so,
Yeah,
but I
they have
still,
your information, and they also take your silver too. I mean,
yeah,
wait till we start hearing about, and that's what we're going to do, Buck. If we can, and start gathering more of these stories about the banking and the silver, and just what is actually happening out there. Like I said, I'm working on getting some more people more knowledgeable on this. Somebody referenced an Andrew. I can't remember his last name, and I actually did watch him in one of his shows. This guy is brilliant. He's these people are basically born in the world of financing, and it just behooves me at how intelligent they are on it. And none of this is taught to anybody. It's all hidden. Let's
yep,
see, what is Joey G is out there? He sugarcoats his cannolis.
I do. So much better with powdered sugar on it.
Yeah,
Even even the dog agrees.
I think I got a package that was delivered. It says Joe G56. It says I only sugarcoat my cannolis. That's a different Joey G.
Yep, this was the first
Really?
G we did a show together.
Sorry about that. I don't know how to mute over here.
There we go. Now we can't hear the doggy or Janine. But that's okay. What's up, Joey? Well, I do appreciate everyone coming in today and spending some time with me and Janine and I.
So this is so weird that I have a friend Joey G that was from Boston, and you've got a friend from Joey G from Boston, and they're all about the cannolis.
Yep,
I still want that T-shirt that from the movie. Drop the gun and take the cannolis. I want a T-shirt on that.
I probably would. We can. I see that's another thing. You can make cannolis. I can make
Oh
cannolis.
yeah, yeah. We got to do a cooking show. I've been saying that with you guys for so long now.
Yep, because it always comes back to food with us.
Yep, it has to be with it. That's a. Uh, my husband's got to get the package, I guess, and it's driving the dogs nuts. It's just I ordered some stuff.
Typical.
He's got to see what it is. He always says, "I don't get anything, so I got to open up what it is that you got."
There you go. You can share it together after.
It's women's blouses. I don't know if he wants
No,
to.
I hope they doesn't want them.
Package.
Not
I
yet.
just didn't want to put it out
Nowadays,
on
people,
work.
Thank you.
there's a lot of cross dressers out there today. I mean,
Oh my
that
God, no.
that guy what that guy Pretty was pretty, I guess, huh? In a dress.
Who? Who?
The guy that got shot in Minnesota. He was one of he. There's pictures out there of him in a dress.
My husband Paul just told me the same thing. he just, yeah, no, I didn't see those,
That's
so
probably
I'm
why he was.
surprised.
That's probably why his name was Pretty.
Oh, oh,
Yeah, but he didn't
yeah,
look too pretty in it though.
yeah. See, was that on X? Did you see it on X or where?
My friends sent it to me in the chat. I got my friends who used to call me conspiracy theorists and now sending me stuff.
Yeah, let's see here. I'm just checking to see if I missed anything else down here. Oh wow! Oh my God!
Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But there was another pitch that wasn't the right one, but that's what my friend sent me.
And
I
that's
I,
what
I had
that's
saw it. I saw a different one.
yeah, that's what seems to be behind all of this stuff. There is just whacked out stuff.
Yeah,
Let's see who.
things people put online is just funny sometimes. So I
Yeah,
don't believe anything I say.
yeah. I know. It's just it seems to be the norm right now, and it's been done in Hollywood for years, just going back to
Hmm.
the 50s. People just don't make that connection. They've been doing that programming for years.
Yep.
All right, let's see. I think I've covered everyone. What's this one here? Joey G, you're getting snow out there. You got 15 inches here just south of Minneapolis. Isn't Joey G in Arizona now?
Yes, but that was Brent replying to Joey.
Oh, okay.
So Brent is in Indianapolis, and he got 15 inches. Wow.
He's
Yeah,
original.
yeah. The original Joey's the old man with the white hair, not the Joey G with the glasses.
Yeah, he's funny too. Just this
Yeah.
Joey's funny. And
Yep.
not that the other one isn't, but the other one uses the F bomb a lot.
Yeah, don't fuck it up, Janine.
Yeah, don't fuck it up.
You still need that shirt.
Yeah, I know. I know. I did find, I'm out on Facebook a lot, and there's a lot of these Italian T-shirt places. And my God, we made T-shirts when we had our own business back in Illinois. It was a novelty store, and one of the things is we basically take any picture or any words or anything, and we imprinted it on these T-shirts. It wasn't screen printing. They wanted for two T-shirts, these Italian T-shirts, $77. To me, that's a lot of money.
For two.
Yeah, and I was just like, what are these made out of? It's just a few words, I want to say, oh, Buffingute.
What does that mean, Gene?
Oh.
Fungal.
Okay, let's see what else we have out there. Anything else you want to share with us? Are you coming back again, Buck?
Yeah, now that I'm free for the next 3 months. But I'm thinking about I got to do something. I'll probably drive, maybe do some Lyft driving in the meantime. I mean, I got a new car, I got a car payment, so. But yeah, I'll be free at night times now.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
definitely. Yeah, and so
Uh,
I'm glad there's a lot of people on Rumble that saw you out there. They're in here today, and I've got a few YouTube people out there. YouTube is growing, so if anybody doesn't know about my YouTube channel, it's called Ripples of Waves. If you want to join that, and I also have, if you still do Facebook, and a lot of people don't, it's called Live with Janine. I just need 10 more people to go live out there, and that's it. So if you can't get over to Facebook, just like it or whatever it is to do. To 10 people. Let's see, and you'll get a cannoli.
I'll make you a cannoli.
Yeah. That's what I remember about the Joey G. He would always say, "Email it to me," or he'll make something, right? And he said, "I'll
Yeah,
email it to you."
yeah,
That was good.
yep.
Let's see here. I'm just trying to catch up here. A lot of people are just jumping on right now.
Yeah,
And it's
they can catch the replay if they want.
yeah. I know you got to get going, and everybody just send lots of love and all your angels over to Buck, so they put him in the right position because he's not worried about anything. But I would want to say to you, Buck, is you got to keep the momentum going of the energy of money. And I
Yeah.
know that you will. Maybe you need a break. Who knows? It's up to you and what you manifest at this time.
Well, all I can say is I'm doing something right. I know it's funny because the last few months I've been seeing like license plate angel numbers, right? And you always want to be aware of the signs. Where before, but between the license plates, the clock numbers, all these angel numbers, I get laid off, right? But you know what? I have amazing friends, and I have my childhood friends from Staten Island actually zelled me some money yesterday, which I'm grateful for, of course. That gave me an extra. They pretty much gave me enough money to pay for rent for 1 month. So it's people like that that I'm grateful for. You, Janine, of course, everyone in the chat of people that I've come to know and love over the years. Because that's all I know is if you keep doing the next right thing, it comes back one form or another. And
Mhm.
it's all about community, right?
Right.
Um,
And here's some subliminal messages. Buy me a coffee. This will all go to Buck. If you guys want to buy a few cups of coffee, please do so. And it's basically ripples of waves. Buy me a coffee / ripples of waves, and we'll get that set up for you. Somebody wants to know, what do you do for a living, Buck? This is great. This is your resume out here.
Well, I was a network analyst. I troubleshot and troubleshooted telecommunication equipment, fiber optics, copper wiring side. So I did mostly that for 20 something years. And but you know what? If it comes to that again, I don't know. It's just been very frustrating because ever since I got into this industry, it seems like after 10 years, companies merge and they always outsource, right? Or they lay off people once they start reorganization. I don't know if I'm kind of tired. In a way, I'm kind of tired of this industry just because of that reason, right? Just when you get somewhere set and comfortable, the rug always gets pulled out one way or another. So it's like,
You're in that industry, I'm telling you, so things are
yeah,
changing. Not only that, if you know about how time has been flying and things are changing, nothing is going to be the same way, Buck. You got to be like, okay. And as crazy as this may sound, even if you say, maybe I'll go into cybersecurity and just start out there, that's going to be huge. It has to be huge because everybody's got to protect everything that's up and coming in this world right now. And that's a great place to be. I've got my niece's fiance is in that, and he just took off. He went from making hourly wage to just making this huge salary, and it doesn't matter. Just pick something that's and you're an Aquarius, so you are probably going to want to be something on the leading edge of technology.
more than likely, yeah. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm blessed, and I got Juliana here to give me my morning hugs in the morning to give me be that bright light for me. So she's always looking out for me and trying to, make me feel loved at least. So that's what matters.
Oh.
I got her in my life, and that's enough for me.
Yeah, yeah, but you know what? And she's because of her is gonna make you wanted to do something really good. And there's a lot out there. And I'd be glad. Well, we could talk about this, and there's just so much. So, Buck, what has Trump been saying all along is forget the college, go to the blue collar jobs. And so, what that basically means is that you take one of those jobs out there, and they have to train you on the job because it's too new. Nobody has the education. It's not in the schools yet. You are sitting on a nest egg, and I'm telling you, you don't see it yet, but I think this is a great thing for you.
Well, I'm ready for whatever awaits me.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what that is. It's a picture that doesn't come up as a picture down here. Let's see here. Somebody is saying start checking jobs in Michigan. I don't know if you want Michigan. He's
No,
south. He
I'm
is
good.
south.
No, I'm staying somewhere south, either North Carolina, South Carolina, or Florida, or maybe even Arizona. I'll be visiting Joey.
Oh yeah. God,
I
where
need
are
I
they
need a place
opening?
where it's warm.
NVIDIA, just Google that right now. NVIDIA. That's where they're putting all the chip plants in. I know in Indiana's got all of the pharmaceutical stuff. I don't think you want that. That's not going to
No,
align with you.
yeah, it's gonna go away soon anyway.
Yeah. Well, they're building. They're multi-million dollar buildings. They've got four of them going up.
Maybe they're medbed facilities.
Exactly.
Yeah, everything can be converted, right?
Exactly, and that's what they do. And everything has to be reinvented because whatever
Mhm.
was we were doing before it doesn't seem to work.
That's right.
Let me see here. I just want to check these locations and these headquarters for you while I've got you on the phone here and just see what comes up. Yeah, this I'm not saying it right. It's NVIDIA, and they're based out of Canada, but Alabama, California, Colorado, Illinois, Mass, and Missouri, New Jersey. They're all over the place. I'm looking to see if there's one in your state. Virginia, Utah, Texas, Oregon, North Carolina, Dunham, North Carolina. Or you can go to Brazil.
Hey, yeah,
Anyways,
I wouldn't
that's just
mind being
something.
on that beach.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, there you go. Everybody, thank you so much for being here today. Unless you have anything else to say, Buck.
I don't just ignore the bullshit. Right, worry about the stuff you can control. Live in the moment, and things will work out. Just do the next right thing. That's why it would work out. Is um, you know, treat other people the way you want to be treated.
Yeah,
Right.
and this channel could be like a therapy for you. I mean, you just keep spewing out what it is that you want in your life, and that's it's almost going to be like a mantra for you. And everybody's going to just send you blessings and love. And I think that's great. It may sound a little woo woo to some people, but that's what we're all here for.
Yep. We're gonna,
Seriously.
we're gonna ride those ripples of waves until we until we catch the next one. Right.
You better believe it. It's all about that. You never know who you're
Mhm.
going to connect with. Ripples and waves. You never know. It's serendipity. And
Yeah.
there you go, Buck. All right. Take care, everybody. We'll see
Love
you.
you
I'll see
all.
you guys tomorrow, 1 o'clock Central Time. If you're interested in having a trust done, I'm going to have Anne LaFleur back. And I hope you guys will join me for that one. Take care. Bye now.
Bye.
All right. Let's see.